as you know, sometimes a fight can get quite rough and you have to kind of dig deep. And I think if you're not kind of doing it for your own purposes, you might not be able to push through. But if you're kind of thinking of other people, you probably don't have that same desire to break through it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because like I say, I've seen loads of people where like they're really good, but then once it starts getting competitive, they just can't handle it, and obviously they'll kind of back down rather than digging deep and going forwards. But then I think that kind of comes from a whole number of issues, but the main thing is like your overall goal at the end of it.
Yeah. And is there anything that you tend to do in classes with fighters differently because of this mindset side, because of this real pressure when you do get into the ring? Or is it more of a case of you learn this almost like an apprenticeship by competing at a relevant level and you progress through, and we kind of do it on fight days? Or is there anything you kind of look at in classes, for example?
Like, so a lot of people having their first couple of fights, we'll kind of talk to them because if they've never had a fight, they probably don't know that they're going to be nervous. So you have to kind of say, oh, look, you're going to be nervous, you're going to be this, you're going to be that. Don't just kind of explain like what it is. Then after the first couple of fights, then you kind of know what they're like. You know how they react. Like you'll get to know them better. You'll kind of know if you need to speak to them a little bit more on the psychological things, or does that make sense? Like you don't really know until they've had the first few fights that you know where you can kind of push them, because everyone thinks that they can fight. Everyone thinks that when it kind of gets down to it, they can deal with it, but it's a big difference when it's actually in front of you and happening.
Yeah. The pressure test. And I think that's, do you know what? That's one of the things I've really enjoyed personally about Muay Thai is that it is that test, because you do think, oh, I'd behave like this in this circumstance, but you find out a lot about yourself, don't you, when you're fighting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like some people say that like they don't think you do, but you really do find out about you, especially when it's a tough fight. Then you really kind of know.
And I think those habits are kind of mirrored in life. I've noticed when people
massively.
when they're pushed hard in training or in a fight, how they kind of respond to that. I tend to see those habits repeat in other areas of their life as well.
Because when I was in Thailand, so I was there for quite a while, basically just by myself. There wasn't really many people to kind of speak with, and the people that you do speak most are acquaintances rather than friends. So you don't really gel in that aspect. So obviously a lot of it was on my own, and it gave me time to kind of reflect on my training, to where the smallest thing that I probably got was the actual how to punch, how to kick, but everything else that come along, obviously the confidence, goal setting, determination, like all that, I can take that. Well, obviously, one, it made me go to a country that doesn't really speak my language with people I don't really know and stay there for quite a while. And obviously, just another, I like going for job interviews, driving tests, like you can kind of use those same qualities in all different areas of your life.
Thanks for listening. If you found this valuable, please like, subscribe, and share with someone else it could help too. Please give the podcast a review or comment below. We'd love to hear from you. As always, you can visit heatrick.com for more Muay Thai performance podcasts, videos, articles, and guides. Catch you next time.